I hope that music wasn't copyrighted. Good evening and welcome to the Forest of Doom. I've been putting off this game for a while because it takes a lot of reading, so you see what I mean? But I don't know, it could be fun. You're an adventurer, sought for hire of me roving the northern borderlands through your kingdom. Having always spurned the dullness of village life, you now wander the lands in search of wealth and danger. Despite the long walks and rough outdoor life, you are content with your unknown destiny. The world holds no fear for you, as you are a skillful warrior, well practiced in the art of slaying evil men and beasts with your trusty sword. Not once during the last 10 days since entering the northern borderlands have you set eyes upon another person. This does not worry you at all, as you're happy with your own company, and enjoy the slow, sunny days hunting, eating and sleeping. It is evening, and having feasted on a dinner of rabbit, spit roasted on an open fire, you settle down to sleep beneath your sheepskin blanket. There's a full moon, and the light sparkles on the blade of your broadsword skewered into the ground by your side. You gaze at it, wondering when you will next have to wipe the blood of some vile creature from its sharp edge. These are strange lands, inhabited by weird and loathsome beasts, goblins, trolls, and even dragons. As the flame of your campfire gently dies, you begin to drift to sleep, and images of screaming, green-faced trolls flicker through your mind. Suddenly, in the bushes to your left, you hear the loud crack of a twig breaking under a clumsy foot. You lean up and grab your sword from the ground. You stand motionless but alert, ready to pounce on your unseen adversary. Then you hear a groan, followed by the dull thud of a body falling to the ground. Is it a trap? Slowly you walk over to the bush where the noise is coming from and carefully pull back the branches. You look down to see a little old man with a great bushy beard, his face contorted with pain. You crouch down to remove the iron helmet covering his balding head and notice two crossbow bolts protruding from the stomach of his blunt, chainmail-clad torso. Picking him up, you carry him over to the fire and stir the dying embers into life. After covering him with a sheepskin blanket, you manage to get the old man to drink a little water. He coughs and moans. He sits up rigid, eyes stared fixedly ahead, and starts to shout. "Oh, get him! Oh, get him! Don't you fear, Gillibrand! Big Leg is coming to bring you the hammer! Oh yes, indeed I am, oh yes!" The dwarf, whose name you presume to be Big Leg, is obviously delirious from the poison-tipped bolts lodged in his stomach. You watch as he slumps down again to the ground, and then whispers his name in his ear. I get it. His eyes stare unblinkingly at you as he starts to shout. "Ambush! Look out! Ambush! Ah! The hammer! Take the hammer to Gillibrand! Save the dwarfs!" His eyes half closed, and the pain seems to ease a little. And as the delirium subsides, he speaks to you again in a low whisper. "Help us, friend. Take the hammer to Gillibrand. Only the hammer will unite our people against the trolls. We're on our way to Darkwood in search of the hammer. Ambushed by the little people, others killed. The map in my pouch will take you to the home of Yaztromo, the master mage of these parts. He has great magic for sales to protect you against creatures of dark wood. Take my gold. I beg you to find the hammer and take it to Gillibrand, my lord of Stonebridge. You will be rewarded." Big Leg opens his mouth to start another sentence, but nothing comes out except his last dying breath. You sit down and ponder Big Leg's words. Who is Gillibrand? Who is Yaztromo? What is all the fuss about the dwarfish hammer? You reach over to the still body of Big Leg and remove the pouch from the leather belt around his waist. Inside you find 30 gold pieces and a map. Jingling coins in your hand, you think of the possible rewards which may await you just for returning a hammer to a village of dwarfs. You decide to try and find the hammer in Darkwood Forest. It's been a few weeks since your last good battle, and what is more, you are likely to be paid well for this one. With your mind made up, you settle down to sleep, having taken back the sheepskin blanket from poor Big Leg. In the morning, you bury the old dwarf and gather your possessions. You examine the map, look up to the sun, and find your bearings. Whistling merrily, you head off south, at a good pace. Eager to meet this man Yaztromo and see what he has to offer. Now turn over. Jesus Christ. Your walk to Yaztromo's takes a little over half a day, and you arrive at the stone tower dirty and hungry. As the tower is set back on the edges of Darkwood, some 50 meters from the path you have been following, it is difficult to find. Finally, you walk up to the huge oak door, somewhat relieved to find that it does exist, and that Big Leg had not been speaking wildly in his delirium. A large brass bell and gong hang from the stone archway. As you ring the bell, a shiver runs down your spine, and you realise that the loud bong invades a deep silence which you had not noticed before. There are no sounds of birds or animals to be heard. You wait anxiously at the door, and hear slow footsteps descending the stairs from the tower above. A small wooden slot in the door slides open, and two eyes appear and examine you. "Well, who are you?" he demands a grumpy voice. Sorry, I'll do that again.
"Well, who are you?"
demands a grumpy voice through the hole. You answer that you're an adventurer in search of the Master Mage Gazzasaurus, intending to purchase magical items from him to combat the creatures of Darkwood Forest.
"Oh, well in that case, if you're interested in buying some of my merchandise, you'd better come up. I'm Gazzasaurus."
I've just realised something. I did play a couple of minutes before this, and I did my stats and stuff, so I'm wondering if it saved that, in which case that's quite cool. Yeah, it looks like my stats were already done, so I'll save that. Okay. He turns and slowly climbs up the stone stairs. Will you follow him up the stairs? Draw your sword and attack him. Fuck that. You follow the huffing and puffing old man in his tattered robes up the spiral staircase to a large room at the top of the tower. Shelves, cupboards and cabinets line the walls, all filled with bottles, jars, weapons, armour and all manners of strange artefacts. Gazzasaurus shuffles past the general clutter and slumps down in an old oak chair. He reaches into his top pocket and pulls out a fragile pair of gold-rimmed spectacles. Placing these on his nose, he picks up a piece of slate and chalk from a table next to his chair and begins to write frantically. He then hands you the slate. Potion of healing, 3 gold. Potion of plant control, 2 gold. I've got 30 gold, haven't I? Let's see. What am I supposed to do? Okay. I want to buy that. Poison's always that's always going to be good. Potion of holy water. Okay. How much have we got now? 22. Alright. Might as well buy them all then. I just want to make sure. This is where the weapons are, yeah. How much do I have now? 15. Garlic buds. A rod of water finding. Okay, that could be useful. Headband of concentration. Sure. Ring of light. Wanna buy that? Yeah. How much do I have? 7. Yeah. Yep. He tells you that all the instructions for use are written clearly on the labels attached to the items, together with their suggested use. He sighs and tells you that unfortunately, the magic in the items only works once, but they are best when you can buy for money. Gazzasaurus then asks you the reason for the purchase of the items, and you tell him your story and the decision to continue the quest of the luckless Big Leg.
"Oh, yes,"
Gazzasaurus says slowly, rubbing his chin.
"I heard that the dwarfs of Stonebridge had lost their fabled warhammer. Without it, their king is unable to arouse his people.
Alright.
Despite the fact that the hill trolls threaten his village, rumour has it that an envious king of another village's dwarfs sent an eagle to Stonebridge to steal the hammer, which he managed to do. But as it flew over Darkwood, it was attacked by death, orcs, and the hammer dropped into the forest and was lost. Apparently, 2 forest goblins found the hammer but could not decide who was to keep it. They wrestled for hours but gave up. Then they discovered that the handles unscrewed from the head, and the argument was settled. One kept the head, the other kept the handle. Then they parted, each happy with his new treasure. Who knows if they still have them? So I'm afraid your problems are doubled. I can tell you that the head is made of bronze, and the handle is made of polished ebony. Both head and handle have the letter G inscribed on them. Your task is not easy. Good luck.
You thank Nostromo, and leave the room by the spiral staircase. Outside in the bright light, you notice the dead quietness again. A narrow path leads northwards from the tall grass surrounding Nostromo's tower into the dense undergrowth of Darkwood Forest. In a few strides, you are surrounded by the dark and tangled forest. Stones and knotted roots seem to hide in the shadows, and you can almost believe that they are trying to trip you up. The light fades quickly, and the air becomes moist and unpleasant. Deeper and deeper you go into the gloom. Eventually the path forks on either side of a huge old tree. Let's go west. The narrow, overgrown path continues to weave its way through the crowded forest. Strange animal cries echo through the trees. It's not long before you arrive at another junction in the path. If you wish to continue westwards, turn north. The path heads north into the thick forest. In one of the few clearings between the trees, you see smoke rising from the chimney of a wooden hut to your right. If you wish to look through the window of the hut, turn to 38. If you wish to keep walking north, fuck yeah, be nosy. You peer through the small, dirty window of the hut to see an old woman in grubby clothes with a wrinkled face and warty nose, reading one of several books by the fireside on the far wall of the hut. A hunchback servant is carrying more books to her from shelves, crammed with old books, charts and scrolls. You want to enter? If you would rather enter there. No, I want to enter. You open a rough wooden door and walk into the middle of the dingy hut. Will you talk to the woman? Draw your sword. Talk. The old woman throws back her head and roars with laughter. As you start to make conversation, she is an evil woman. You lose one luck point and draw your sword. Fuck! I don't really know what that means. Oh. Oh. As you draw your sword, the old woman's face changes from an expression of disinterest to that of anger. From a drawer in a nearby table, she pulls out some dead flowers and proceeds to rub a few petals on her palms, filling the hut with a sweet smell. As this happens, the room starts to spin before your eyes. Oh, fuck yeah. I do have the headband of concentration. You start to lose your balance as the illusion distorts your mind. You close your eyes and reach into your backpack, pulling out the headband of concentration, which you quickly put on your head. The spinning sensation in your head subsides, and you open your eyes again to see the old woman who you now realise is a witch. Come on, like you didn't know that. Oh god. To stop you reaching her, the servant throws a wooden chair at you. If you are lucky, apparently not. If you're unlucky... Oh, okay. What does that mean? You are lucky! Yes! I didn't get hit by a fucking chair. Oh, yay. While you were distracted by the servant, the witch shouts some strange words into the air. Suddenly she vanishes in a bright flash and reappears as a small bat, which flies out the open door. On seeing this, the hunchback slumps to the floor and starts to cry. You may search the hut for something, leave the hut, return to the path. Search the hut? You decide to start your search at the wooden shelves. All the books are written in a language unfamiliar to you and contain strange diagrams. The charts and scrolls are also unintelligible to you. You open cupboards and drawers, and apart from an interesting piece of painted canvas, all you find are more books, leather-bound and dusty. You're about to give up searching the room when you notice one more book on the floor, acting as a support for a broken table leg. Pick up the book. I want to keep that. You open the book and are surprised to see that the pages are hollowed out in the middle. Lying in the cavity is a small jewel on a silver chain. Beside it is a parchment which reads, Eye of Amber. Instructions for use. Place the necklace around your neck and question those you fear. No matter what they try to say, it's only truth you'll hear. Fucking poetry. You place the necklace around your neck and presume you'll find will come in useful in this evil forest. You gain one luck point. Yay. Leaving the hut, you return to the path and head north. Walking along the narrow path, you notice a big cold tree to your left, with a large hole in its trunk, just above head height. That's not good. If you wish, if you wish to, fuck it, I don't see the point of just continuing north. If you wish to just reach up your hand to put your hand in the hole. You put your hand slowly in the dark hole. It comes into contact with something cold and hard, just like a metal bowl. As you start to lift it out of the hole, you wince with pain as the sharp teeth of some small creature suddenly bites into your arm. You pull your arm out quickly, hanging on to your discovery. Blood drips to the ground from your wound, and you lose 1 stamina point. Do you live? Yes. Thank fuck. You see that you have not found a metal bowl after all. It is a bronze helmet and looks about your size. Will you try it on? You place the helmet on your head. The surge of power starts to run through your body, making you feel strong and unafraid. The helmet has magical properties and adds 1 point to all future dice rolls. Oh fuck yeah. When computing your own attack strength during combat, so long as you wear it. You start walking north again, pleased with your new armor. So let's have a look now. We have a lot of items. Right. Path soon comes to a junction. Wish to go west, if you wish to go east. The path continues east and then turns sharply north, narrowing slightly. The trees seem to crowd in on the path, even more than usual, and a tingling feeling down your spine tells you something is not right. Suddenly, a branch from one of the trees to your right whips out and knocks you to the ground. You lose 1 stamina point. Yes, I'm fine. You stagger to your feet to see that the tree has moved onto the path, blocking your way. The tree is old, with thick cracked bark. You can just make out its hidden eyes and mouth in the middle of its trunk, and realise you must have been attacked by a tree man. You may escape by running back to the junction. Fight the tree man. Fight him. Fuck. The tree man lumbers slowly towards you on large splayed roots. Draw my sword. The tree man lashes out at you with 2 of its main branches and you lean into the attack. You must fight. Okay. You must defeat the tree man twice, 1 for each main branch before it will die. Alright. Fight on. You hit the tree man, yay! Fight on. Fight on! Fuck. Fight on. What does this mean? How much stamina has he got? Fight on. Fuck. Fight on. Fuck. Fight on. Fight on. Fucking hell. We can fucking do this. No, we fucking can't. Oh my fucking god. Ouch. Fuck. You are dead. You have been beaten by Darkwood, the Forest of Doom. The end. Fucking hell, what were those rolls about? I'm gonna leave it there for now then. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know, and I'll do more. Bye.